Consulting Ninja, where I discuss everything consulting and technology related. Today I am going to be giving a very brief overview on how to become a front-end web developer. Now, let's look and see what Google says when you type that in, how to become a front-end web developer. We have an ad, another ad, and then we have a list here of what Google's recommendations are pulled out of this website. Have a degree in computer science, be proficient in coding languages, understand server-side CSS. That's kind of an interesting requirement for a front-end engineer. Be experienced with graphic design applications, Adobe Illustrator, understand the principles of search engine optimization. This is a pretty good list. There's some nitpicking I could do with that, but the first thing that I would say is I don't believe it's necessary to have a degree these days. I really don't. I think that most people can get away with just understanding the technical skills. If you have the technical skills and you're able to demonstrate that knowledge, that people will hire you. So the purpose of my video is to kind of lay out a general overview of what it would take to become a front-end web developer, and then put my spin on how to do it the free way. So these are the basic steps. How to become a front-end web developer. Oh, you want to learn HTML. HTML, for those that don't know, are the building blocks for all websites. At the base of every website is an HTML document, and so that's why you need to learn HTML. CSS, cascading style sheets. We want to learn CSS because that's what allows us to style our HTML. That's what visually brings the page to life. We want to learn JavaScript. We want to learn JavaScript because that's what allows us to provide functionality to our website. When you go to a website, you don't just want to see static text like this. You want buttons that you can click and videos to watch. After you learn JavaScript, then I would highly recommend that you learn a framework. Learn Material UI, learn Angular, learn something. These are going to really speed up your development time when you're in the industry, but I highly recommend that you have a solid understanding of vanilla JavaScript. Vanilla JavaScript means JavaScript without any libraries or frameworks outside of what's standard. That's what I mean when I say vanilla. And I highly recommend understanding vanilla JavaScript before you start learning with frameworks. And then this last one, this is super important, and I feel like not talked about enough, and so I'm going to dedicate some videos to that later. But the last one is learning development operations, and what development operations are is all of the stuff that happens around development that's required to develop but isn't actually just writing code. And that's going to be things like installing modules, installing software packages that you need, installing npm, getting your development environment set up, getting your GitHub set up so that you can connect your code repositories where you store chunks of code for later. For those that don't know what GitHub is, all of those things make up development operations, and they actually add to a large portion of what it is a front-end developer and developers in general need to do. So for this video, we're going to focus on some very basic, like just getting started stuff. So I would recommend watch a few videos on development. So you can go to YouTube and go to youtube.com, and you can just enter in here front-end web development, and you can see right away that what's coming up. We've got full courses. We have one here by Free Code Camp. We've got one by Design Course, Codam, Simply Learn. There's just one after another. So you can watch some of those to kind of prepare your mind for the direction that a lot of these courses go, and the steps that most of these people lay out. So I would recommend doing that. After you do that, then I probably would watch a few videos on like a day in the life type, day in the life of a web developer, And when you watch these videos, try to stay away from anyone talking about FAANG, right? We're not FAANG employees. We're not going to be FAANG employees tomorrow. We want basic, what is it like to be a developer? And I'll put a video out of my own personal experiences later. For now, this is just laying out the steps that, the beginner steps for someone that wants to just get in. So stay away from FAANG employees for now. Focus on everyday Joes who are just developing and posting some videos. And again, I'll do one myself later. But check those out. And then after you've done that, then begin with an HTML course. And there's lots of them out there. I would say do not pay for these, because there are a million free HTML courses. You can type free HTML course into our browser and we'll skip the ads. Add. Stay away from that stuff. Code Academy, I've got a account with them. Free Code Camp is free. Udemy has some free courses. Medium.com, Udacity. I mean, just look at this. One thing I will point out, and I'm gonna come back to this one over and over and over. This is W3 Schools, right? So many people don't know about this, but what an absolutely enormous resource, right? W3schools.com is, because these are the people that create the standards for websites, and they're giving out all of this information, and they have it for all of these different categories. And so I highly, highly, highly recommend that when you first want to start with HTML, there's lots of courses out there, but come here, right, and take their tutorial. These are the people who set the standards for websites, giving you the best of their information for free. I mean, you really can't go wrong. So we'll start with that. I am going to put together a little video kind of working through some of this together with you guys, and we'll do that next. But for now, I hope that this has been kind of a good general overview of the steps to become a front-end web developer. Stay tuned for the next video where we're going to continue this series for a while. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you found this helpful and are intrigued for more.